Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 11th episode of Mairimashita Iruma-kun. And last episode we had our amazing dodgeball match, and it was pretty cool, especially because Iruma now, he's happy, he's satisfied, he's actually working hard towards his goals as opposed to just staying alive, which is cool. It's really cool. And I don't know what he's going to do this episode, but maybe it'll be just as cool. So, let's see. 3, 2, 1, play. That's someone's head. Okay, who are you? A transfer student? He seems pretty happy, sparkly. Maybe he'll be a friend? Mysterious transfer student at a demon school? It would be crazy if there ended up being another human at the school. Imagine how fast friends it would become. Yeah, Bobby, 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 do. I miss my Bobbies. Yeah, Bobby, 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 blue. A wiki does not complete without my Bobbies. Man, just an eldritch horror that comes out of the ground there. Yeah, that character that we saw at the beginning, I don't think he's in the opening. Bobby, 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 do. Not that I've noticed, at least. Yeah, Bobby, 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 do. Yeah, Bobby, 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 do. Yeah, Bobby, 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 do. Here we go. Together with familiars. I love that that's the first thing we saw. Okay. Very important sound effects. Don't ask me. The important things. So yeah, I guess he's reading it to her. But even when you're scared, you gotta do what you gotta do. Whether it be dodgeball or confessing your love to the boy you like, it's all the same, really. Sablo is just really big, isn't he? Yeah, don't leave her in suspense for too long. Because, you know, it's impossible to predict what will happen next in such an original story. Not what she meant. Yes, we must know how this ends. I love the voice and everything he does for it. It helps so much. What's... That bell has a nerve to interrupt the doshio. To become her husband. Teacher. Okay, that was a teacher. Okay. Still don't see him in the opening. Okay. So I don't trust him as a result. It happens, I guess. I'm more bothered by your, like, one color. Yay. Well, at least they're getting along. There's a bug that's just flying around. It's... Yeah, we don't like our familiar. I'd like a new partner, please. I don't want special bonding time with our partner. Okay. I forgot he had a really cool one, didn't he? Yeah, that thing is awesome. Got like a flame tail, like a Charmander. What more could you want, really? Yours is fine, too. It's not a competition. Killabe. A fish. Well, the tail looked like a fish tail. I'm not sure what the overall thing is, really. Yeah, we'll keep going. That was kind of the best. It's only downhill from here. Is that a bragging point? I want to see those two fight to the death. Probably for the best. Clara. What was hers like again? I kind of forgot. Guess we'll see. Oh, jeez. Unlimited Clara works. The world's not ready for that. Oh. Hello, Fall. You say so. The thing kind of is unsettling. You have the wrong role, Clara. There's something very wrong here, Clara. A belly rub. Can I rub Clara's belly next? I guess you can see they're bonded. Oh no. Not him again. No. Oh no, he doesn't like you. Well, that didn't help. So she became the, what's the word for it? Pashudi, something like that. I can't remember that word. But, you know, the person that goes to fetch things for you, you know, like an underling. There's a specific word for it. It's something like Pashudi, something like that. And she basically is that for her own Tsukaima. Just so wrong. So yeah, you want to show us your familiar? It's a bit of a touchy subject. If I call mine, he's gonna yell at me. Well, you can apparently be the slave to your own familiar, so anything goes here. There's one weakness. Yeah, I can agree with that. Definitely not as friendly as our green teacher. You know, if it's not too much trouble. It's like, oh, I have like some blurriness in my left eye. It's really bothering me. The bug is also bothering me, so... And there he... there he is. Well, you want to see a familiar, Sensei. What do you think? Just not on the inside. He's just prickly and on the inside. It's not my fault. The teacher made me do it. Yell at him, not me. What are you gonna do about it? Fluff me to death? Oh! Ouch. Yeah. Mistakes were made there. Guidelines, huh? Can't go against that. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, to be fair, he's a fluff ball. Yeah, let's just see where this goes. Okay, that book is really driving me up the wall. Oh, we're a female squad. Oh no, don't say that word in front of her. You could choose something better, Wind. Just saying. Make a better choice. It's not my fault, Sensei. You can object all you want, but you are what you are. He's stuck between a rock and a soft place. Okay. It's a little bit unreasonable, but sure. He's even rude to his fellow teachers. Don't drill me too hard, Sensei. Really? I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's all because you like stuffed animals. Yeah, okay. Frisbee? Do I look like a dog to you? I knew she'd be up for it. And of course, that's the role. It was a good job, though. You can't deny that. I'm gonna just murder that bug. We're supposed to get a good score, though. We gotta do it. This is not a good day for him. You suck. I want a new familiar. That's it, just one foot in front of the other. You could have been a little bit faster, but I guess better late than never. But Clara's doing better than you, just remember that. Give your familiar a good belly rub. I can almost feel the pain as he's just doing this. It's pretty satisfying, though, from my perspective. Could have been a lot faster, but at least you did it. Hi, touchy. I love the awkwardness. Okay. This is just so awkward. Ouch. That's not a three-legged race, that's a candy cap race. Like you running with a ball and chain on your leg, that kind of thing. Because he wasn't doing anything during the race aside from just being there. It's really not your fault. Well, what were you gonna do to help your freaking fuzzball? You just yell at you? Or both. Oh, okay, of course they're going at it. I would love to see that. Horse? Is that what that was? I mean, I guess kind of, yeah. I think there's some horse in there. But we are the mode. Okay, maybe he is stronger than he looks. Jeez. He's got wrecked by a furball. You two should feel ashamed. Because without trust, nothing good will happen. A little close there. Those around them, huh? Guess that makes sense. Gotta be able to trust that your familiar won't eat your friends, I guess. I mean, some of us might be treating theirs with a little bit too much respect. Just banning him from behind. Oh, that's a lot of paper. Yeah, not the greatest start ever. Okay, well, we now understand the familiars better. Might even say we become more familiar with familiars. I said it. So what's happening now? Oh, geez. Yeah, what is happening now? Should I be worried about this? Because that looks a bit concerning. The Battler's Challenge. Oh, that looks good? Question mark? Like, it's still like Demon World food, but I guess it looks fine with that qualifier. Maybe they got scared off by the bit we saw a little bit ago. Okay. Oh, girls. Hello. Hello to you. I'm trying to eat my food here, if you don't mind. There's so much wrong with what you just said. Yeah, don't squish his master. It's quite a reputation he's built up. Wow, really? No respect. The scale of... no. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, don't you see? Yeah, sorry we just smacked you over. That was a quick shift. See how it is. But yeah, back to what was happening before. Why is nobody here? Are those scary group gonna come to the cafeteria? They were something, alright. Still doesn't give them the right to knock him to the floor. Clearly. Yeah, we still need to explain this. Battlers. So what exactly is a... Okay, I guess that kind of explains things a little bit. So it's like a club, kind of? Or... yeah, it's like a club. Yeah, it's gotta be just like a club. Yeah, battlers are like a club. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine. Make friends and all that. Is he gonna put it together? Yep! They are clubs. I don't know why they have their own word for it, but no. Yeah, clubs, one of the best things about Japanese high school. I don't know these bukatsu which you speak, but battlers are great. Yeah, I mean, I would love for her to start up a club thing. Or battler group, whatever. Yeah, okay, Gimel, Dalit. I probably should try to remember this. There's a lot of ranks above him. Yeah, definitely possible. Maybe you could develop a new interest. Continuing to just try to get the most out of his high school life, I love it. I doubt it's gonna be like your mental image. Why is he on the table? Are we gonna eat Iruma? But he won't get stepped on, I see. Okay, how bad is this gonna be? So it's, yeah, straight up recruitment. That's what I figured once we found out they were like clubs. That can get pretty crazy. Oh no. Rookie hunt. Jeez. I mean, this is terrifying at regular schools. Imagine a demon school club recruitment. Just no. No, thank you. And it's over. Okay. Okay. I guess next episode we consider joining a club. A battler group. It's serious, that bug is really just the worst. Really did not expect that character at the beginning to be a teacher. He looked just so short and like he looked like a student to me. Like student council president like looks older than he does. Debbie cute, Debbie cute, Debbie cute, Debbie cute. We need a Debbie Q focused episode. Suki ma well that was new. Oh no, what are you gonna do, Eiko? Not the worst plan ever, but good luck on that one. Doesn't change who he is as a teacher, as a person. Go ahead, become friends with him. Yeah, that's the only way this was ever going to end. Well, yeah, those are the battler groups. Nah, hiccup. Whew. I look forward to seeing her walk through the hallway. I wonder what he'll end up joining, if any. Maybe that one? So, that was the 11th episode of Mairimashita Iruma-kun. And this episode, the biggest focus was definitely on the familiar, because one of the interesting aspects of the show is the fact that his familiar is his teacher. Not only that, it's the one that like hates him and is all angry and mean all the time to like everyone, not just him. It's not like he specifically bullies Iruma. He just unpleasant in general. Even Eiko, who tried to become all friendly with him, he just traumatizes her into the nurse's office for a few hours. Like it's not an easy guy to get along with, not at all. So yeah, this episode we had like a new teacher show up, which I thought was a student at first, but clearly he's a teacher. And yeah, he's quite different than Caligo, whatever his name was. Yeah, they're quite different people. So he was teaching this like familiar based class, and of course he did not know anything about Iruma's familiar, so that was a fun little surprise for him. And other people just seemed to really enjoy that form of his, the Kalego sensei, because he's like all fluffy and stuff, and that's much more pleasant than his usual self. So yeah, some people like that. And I know so we've seen most of these familiars before. I can't remember if we saw Clara's. It probably didn't leave much of an impression on me if we did, but we saw Clara's here. And the only thing really notable about that is the fact that the roles seem to be kind of reversed. Clara's like its pet, you know, chasing after balls and buying things for it. There's something wrong there, Clara. You need to really reevaluate the relationship there. So, but yeah, well, the best thing about this was just kind of, I think it actually did succeed its goal a little bit of kind of bonding between master and familiar, even in the case of Iruma, because I think it was especially notable that one scene where he talked about why he didn't summon him during that one scene from before, and I think that kind of got to the teacher a little bit. It's the fact that he kind of, you know, views familiars more how they're supposed to be viewed rather than like a pet or whatever. So I think that helped a lot. I think you may have a bit more respect for Iruma now. I think it's kind of hard to read him sometimes, but I think that happened at least. And maybe that's just wishful thinking. But yeah, it was cool getting to see everyone's familiars again, especially Asmodeus and Sablo. They have like really powerful, cool ones. Like he's got his horse fish thing, and then the other one's like this cool Gorgon snake, I think he called it. They're both really cool looking. And then Iruma's got the fur ball, and Clara's got the dog, whatever that thing was. It wasn't great. Of course, it was one of the best things about the scene. Also, was just seeing Klago Sensei begrudgingly doing what he's supposed to do. Just the whole scene where he had to go up to the frisbee and bring it back. You could feel like it was chewing glass for him, just slowly walk in there. You could tell it was killing him on the inside every step that he took. Like you could really feel it. I like that a lot. It's just the S in me, but I got a kick out of that. Just I could tell how much he hated it through every little bit of his actions. It was great. So yeah, that was a pretty great scene. Now, the next scene, we were in the cafeteria, and it was pretty empty. And there was obviously a very specific reason for this, but we kind of put that on the back burner because some devil cuties showed up to talk to Asmodeus, because of course they're not there to talk to Iruma. I mean, they had kind of a roller coaster of emotions when it came to Iruma, because first they didn't even notice him. And then when they did, there was some initial fear, like, oh god, that's the one all the rumors are about. Like, he's got teachers at his beck and call and stuff like that. But then one of them was like, oh, I think he's like the bottom rank. Oh, and then they just literally pushed him to the floor. So, yeah, I mean, it's demon society. And I'm sure they take the whole bow to those above you, spit on those below you kind of mentality to its most extreme, and we saw a little bit of that here because we've talked before about how important ranks are. Once they found out that he was like a bet, I think it is like a bet, their attitude changed quite noticeably. So yeah, it improved with that, but it's just kind of messed up still, regardless. So that was an interesting little scene there. And then after that, we actually talked about the main issue, why nobody was here. Well, apparently the school has something called battlers, like battler groups, which the more they talked about it, the more I was like, this sounds kind of familiar, this concept. Isn't that just kind of like a club, Bukatsu? And Iruma figured that out later than I did, which is surprising because I'm not that perceptive, but he eventually figured it out too. And but still, even though we say that, it's still going to be quite different than his image of clubs because it's a demon school. Everything's much more scary, much more extreme, much more violent. And club recruitment's already pretty extreme and violent in regular human high schools. So, you know, like it's especially pretty bad. Just Asmodeus just kind of sets him gently, comfortably on the table so he wouldn't get trampled when they show up, but he could still see everything. It was pretty smart from him, actually. So at this point, I'm just curious exactly what he'll end up joining, because clubs in anime are fairly common. Like more often than not, people make their own clubs in anime rather than joining a different one, because it's just kind of used as an excuse to have a group of friends hang out with each other at school. Like that's generally how it goes with clubs in anime. They very rarely actually join one that's already established, which just sounds weird to say, but that is just kind of how it is. Kind of like how usually you get your club advisor by blackmailing them rather than just asking nicely. You know, that's also become the norm, despite how weird it sounds. It's just anime logic for you. So at this point, yeah, I'm just really curious what he'll end up joining, because, I mean, what do we really know about him so far? He is good at dodging. He can't say no, but, you know, and he's starting to develop a little bit of ambition and starting to kind of try to have a little bit of fun with his school life, but that doesn't really give me enough of a hint to decide what he would really like club-wise. But yeah, I mean, next episode is probably going to figure that out. He'll get to try various things, see what's up, and eventually choose one. I'm especially interested to see what kind of demon-specific clubs, battler groups they have, because they could have some pretty cool ones. I know they mentioned some here. I don't really remember most of them, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool if they had one like human hunting. But I guess no, they don't even know humans exist for sure, so they wouldn't have that. So I don't know, maybe just I don't know. I can't really come up with some guesses really. So we'll see though. I did kind of forget to talk about it in the discussion portion, but yeah, he's still reading the shoujo manga to Amedi. And she seems really appreciated, like she's just over there being like, what's happened next? What happens next? Tell me, Iruma-kun, I must know. So, yeah, apparently he still hasn't made any progress. Like, I mean, he hasn't even started yet, but like I said, I would like him to actually teach her how to read these things. I would love to see that. That could be a lot of fun. Because, yeah, it's the whole teach a man to fish rather than, you know, giving him a fish sort of thing. And I would love to see him do that, because it would be fun, you know? Although I do get a kick out of seeing Iruma reading the manga with, like, the voices and stuff that he does. But still, I think it would be best to just teach her herself. But, you know, maybe someday, but no, at least not right now. But, I mean, he probably enjoys reading it himself, and if that's the case, yeah, he might not want a teacher. Maybe he likes that reliance. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, next episode, I'm pretty interested to see how things go. So now I'm just gonna wait for that time. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.